There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. You know, but we don't want to say we victim. We survivor. We survivor. And then maybe the other, also the next, maybe when I succeed here first, then I can go Africa and also help them, educate them, and stop the madness. Because Somalia is civil war happening. There's no government. There's no advocate. There's no one really and putting awareness there. Zero. When I hear one lady from Kenya doing it, but it's not Somalia. So few of them, but it's not enough. We need to reach out the whole Somalia. And now it's not a statement. The civil war, who want to talk about FGM circumcision? Who's going to advertise me? Zero. They're killing themselves with the gun and something else and starvations. That's the 0%. So that's, inshallah, God willing, in the future. And also that's my mind to it. Go internationally and do something about it and educate those women. Give them tools. But we can't do alone. We cannot do alone. We need everybody's help. Men, women, American, Europe, everybody's help to stop this madness, because this is our life. It damages us really. People think, you know, oh, beautiful two African women's beautiful dresses, but God knows what we're going through. We might look beautiful, you know, and everything, and healthy,
we are beautiful.
And we are, but we don't know what people. We don't know. They don't know what people we go through. You have no idea until you met me 5 years ago. What we go through, what I go through. So we don't mind sharing and talk about what happened to us, but we don't want to be another silence. We need, you know, awareness. We need funding. This thing we can't do alone. You know what I mean? We can go places to places, but if it's not funding, how can you do your job if it's not funding? Or, you know, grant. You know, America, I think in 1991, they stopped FGM. They illegal, you know, they say it's illegal. Yeah, they acknowledge and everything is the law, but they didn't act on it. You know, some town, in USA country, they still doing it underground, and yet it's not really stopping it.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and I think it's very important, or the way I see things are, when we look at the African culture, or look the reason why circumcision is being done. The parents want the kids to have a better future, to have a husband, a good husband, who can maybe help to support the family and the child. We are talking about economy. Another reason, the parents want to keep the kids in school, because if they go and get pregnant, their future prosperity will be finished. That is also who is going to support them. You see, our family, they are not stupid. Who is going to take care of them when they are old? If you have kids who are way out kids, who don't have no future, no good husband, no education, and they get old, there is no social security net for them. We are talking about economy. My belief is we don't have to go many generations to stop FGM, because we have to take radical and drastic measures to stop it. But it needs a movement which includes the whole package at a time. We have been talking about education. Yes, that is very important. But what can we do to empower the women so that they can have their own economy in the future? And that's why I believe by creating working facilities for those who circumcise and for the kids whom they circumcise, in order for them to be able to support them in the future, we have to create job facilities. And as Miriam is saying, there's no education you can do in this world without finance. You cannot create jobs without finance. In our African culture, every time you call people to come together and you want to talk to them, it's not like people have eaten from home so they can just come and sit down. You need finance to cater for them. We are not talking about billions, but we are talking about enough finance to start the ball rolling so that the African women, they can become self-sufficient. We have to open the path so that they can do jobs for themselves and have a future. Talking about a man accepting a woman only when she's circumcised because they have the financial power over them. So women, we have to give them something else to do. It's important that they are home taking care of the children. Doesn't matter which culture you are, the women are the mothers and they have to take care of their children. But with the development we see today, with civilization, with industrialization, the women have to be out there too, to bring income in the family. And if we talk about the circumcisers, they are doing their circumcision, bringing income in the family. We have to substitute them. It is not enough by we telling our story. People, they like us to talk. It is embarrassing. It is very, very embarrassing. It's not something we're doing because we feel it's interesting, but every time we have to open our mouths to talk about circumcision, excuse me, it's just like opening your private parts, sharing to the rest of the world. And our hope is for those who listen to us, let them just don't swallow the words, but give something else back. This is a movement which every woman in the world, every man in the world have to march to help. It is a global movement because we are talking about many places in the world where women are mutilated. From Africa to Asia, Pakistan, India, I don't know where, God knows where women are mutilated. We have to empower the women. By empowering them, we give them a word, we give them a reason to say stop the circumcision. And many times we experience people, they say, talk, feed us. And we feed, we pour ourselves out. We pour ourselves out. We use our energy out. But only for them to use it without contributing. We need people to contribute. We have to stand front to go back to our culture, either our culture in the United States, Denmark, or Africa, or wherever we are. And then we need the rest of the world to clap our soldiers and say, well done. It's not easy because, first of all, we have our own burden we are carrying from our own mutilation. And then we have the burden of all those innocent kids who are out there. So we need funds. We need funds. And you have to believe that what we are doing is something that is genuine. We are not doing anything to enriching ourselves. We are doing it to help those whom we left behind and those who are here who are still left behind, although they live in an enlightened world.